Hi. I'll be talking about theater. I have a presentation. Okay, so this is a picture of something I did in 5th grade. We did Mulan. Does anyone know what Mulan is or what it's about? Or have you watched it? It's based off this old tale about Hua Mulan. It's Disney, so. Okay, so in theater, we have like a ton of terms to define something, and here are some of them. So one is audition. It's when you kind of sing or dance and act in front of people to determine, so they can determine what role you're fit in to play. And there's blocking. So in rehearsals, we have to kind of practice movements in a pattern or along a path during scenes. So it's kind of like placing where you're going during a certain scene so you don't accidentally walk into someone. There's a callback. We didn't have that in theater because it's mostly for younger children, like 5th graders to 8th graders. But usually in a callback for theater, it's where if they think you're good for a certain role, you can audition once more so they can determine your skills even more. Call time is when you're supposed to report, to rehearse, or to the set while you're in a musical. So some people have roles that only appear in a certain scene, so their call time might be different from other people's. Downstage is the area of the stage closest to the audience, which is kind of confusing because it seems more upper, but it's called downstage. So that was something I was really confused with in theater. But upstage is actually in the back of the stage, and downstage is the front. Green room is where actors wait to go on stage, usually under the stage, and it's kind of like a lounge or a living room. It's not actually necessarily green, but I think in my theater the walls were actually painted green. A hot sheet is a notice that comes out once a week with information for actors that they might need to know for the future. Like sometimes there's a cookie sale, and sometimes people have to sign up to make cookies and hand them out to get more money for the theater. A monologue is a speech used by an actor to determine his or her ability at an audition. It's kind of like speaking for a long time or to yourself, but it also helps you kind of develop your speaking skills. So props are an object that's used by an actor. So sometimes when you have to fight, you have swords, but you can't use real swords when you're on stage. So you get maybe a plastic sword. So do you know any objects that might be used as props for a play? You can answer in the chat. Like maybe a piece of food can be a prop. Yeah, bananas can be used as a prop. So during a read-through, it's when the director and the actor sit around and read through the entire script before they actually do anything before blocking. So it's like kind of like reading the summary of a book before you actually read the book, just to get like more information about it. Stage left is the side of the stage that's to the actor's left when they face the audience, and stage right is the side of the stage that's to the actor's right as they face the audience. So right now, if you do this, there's an L, that's left, and the backwards L is right. So this would be stage right, and this would be stage left. Strike is to remove something from a set or tear it down. Usually when the musical is over, there might be another musical, so we have to remove the scenery or the set. An understudy is when an actor, often playing a smaller role than the main lead, learns another role to perform it if the regular actor is ill. So if the main lead falls sick, then there's someone who can take that place, so the spot isn't empty and the musical still goes on. And upstage, like I said, it's toward the back of the stage, the one that's furthest from the audience. Yeah, that's the terms. And then, like for Mulan, I was part of an ensemble part, which is more of a background. So if you're like in a movie, you see all these extras. They don't really speak, but they're still there to develop the realisticness of the scene. Yeah, that's basically ensemble in a more theater term. I think I learned a lot because I also participated in it, and it's one of my favorite hobbies. If you guys have any favorite hobbies that you like to do, you can answer in the chat. And also, have you like seen any musicals, like maybe Disney, Little Mermaid, Frozen? I think one of my favorite Disney movies is like Mulan or Beauty and the Beast. And some of my other hobbies are like reading and writing.